Gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Crypto Night Show. Your host, the Superman in the house. Yeah, boy. I just about couldn't even say it. That's pretty crazy. Okay, welcome everybody. We're gonna have a fun time today. That's for sure. We got some pretty cool things happening on the old PulseChain space. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We're gonna be covering obviously the ProveX sacrifice, the OA wallet on the move, taking over, and of course we're gonna get into all that later on. We also got LibertySwap, more alpha drops. I mean, LibertySwap's looking like a juggernaut. We're going to connect the dots a little bit as well, so look forward to that. And then, of course, we're going to be talking about CoinWell coming up. Joshua Wu and Rack and Michelle, they're getting ready. And we've got some breaking news on that, so look forward to that coming up. And what else? We're going to, obviously cover the stock market and the crypto majors as usual. So that's coming up too. So I hope you guys enjoyed the show. If you guys haven't smashed out the repost button, smash the repost button on X. And let's have a little fun here. I might have to slow down talking because I'm starting to stutter. Just too excited about things that are happening on PulseChain in 2026. What a year. Start off the year really well, guys. Honestly, it's looking really, really good. So kind of cool. We've got different opinions out there. But I'm pretty bullish. And, of course, at these prices at the moment, man, accumulate DCA, all the rest of it, and get lots of volume, right? Lots of volume for the big day, when the big day happens. We know that, we got this little window of the pump, and you just got to be there when it's happening, right? And if you got lots of volume accumulating, then, success, as they say. We got Crypto Dan in the house there. Hey, Superman. Good to see you, Crypto Dan. Big shout out. Well, yesterday I did a 2-hour show. I was planning on an hour and a quarter. I did 2 hours. That's how much cool stuff's happening at the moment. Big shout out to Crypto Dan in the house. Yeah, don't forget. Now, we're getting some growth, guys. We're getting some growth. So we're getting some early signs. Things are happening. Growing on YouTube, growing on every channel on YouTube, I think it is. Every channel on YouTube, growing on X, and you guys make it possible. So big shout out to the community. Big shout out to MVS Crypto from the Monster Thread and the promotional leader for the Crypto Night Show as well. Doing a great job. Big shout out there. Saw Somi cover the Monster Thread, did a great job of that. So big shout out to Somi. Lots of cool things happening, man. PulseChain on the move. We've got some big mega theme. Now, you might see the title of my video. It's got ProveX Takeover and PulseChain Privacy Mega Pumpamental. And that's what Ethereum PulseChain is really setting up for, is this mega privacy theme. And, of course, that's that's popular right now, and it's going to be popular in the future because of so many catalysts, including authoritarian regimes and all the rest of it. So that's a big deal, guys. Big deal. And it's going to be pretty exciting. We're going to break down that a little bit more as well. We got Crypto Jacks. Good to see Crypto Jacks, like little Superman there. Up and away, whereas Sean would say up. Was it only up? Only up, he says. All right, let's kick into gear. We're going to talk a little bit about in the video as well. Obviously, they had the chip reveal. But we're going to let me set something up here. I just want to get set on something so I don't have to, get set later on. But we got lots of cool stuff. Now, just got to find out where I was at yesterday. All right, let's get back here. I think that's where I got to. Did I get to there? Maybe I did. I think I did. I think I got back to there. So let's start talking about that. Anyway, let's go to Tesla. Let's get the stock market and see how we're going. All right, we've got Tesla stock falls 3% after NVIDIA unveils open source AI for autonomous vehicles. Whenever I see Tesla dipping, it's just an opportunity, because that Tesla's just going to be absolute mega world dominating stock, right? It already is pretty big, but it's just going to get bigger and bigger. At the moment, we've got Dow Jones there up 1%, 485 points. Wow, that's pretty good for the Dow Jones. 49,462 on the index. And if we go to let's go to the last year chart and we have a look at that on the Dow Jones. Remember, Dow Jones, kind of like the top 30 industrials. and that's at record highs. Look at that thing. Look at that thing. We go max chart, record highs. Last year record highs. It's pretty crazy. S&P 500 is up 0.6%, 42 points to 6,944. Also skirting the all-time highs. So teasing, playing with that, toying with that. We're expecting huge things to continue. The NASDAQ there as well, up 6,500%, 151 points to 23,547. You can also see that is just below all-time highs on the looks of it. Let's go to the yearly. So just below our October high, but up and away. We're in such an important age, the intelligence industrial revolution. And some people say it's the fourth. You might see fifth, depending on who you're looking at. Let's just say fourth industrial revolution, the intelligence age, and we've got the convergence of a whole ton of sectors. But of course, leading that is AI chips. So this advanced next level chip, and it's pretty powerful stuff. So it is game on. And of course, we're getting new robots out and everything else like that. They're getting better and more sophisticated, more awesome and more scary at the same time. It's exciting. We're in this really incredible age, and we've got space as well. Space, robotics, AI. I mean, it's really crazy times, and the world's going to have to adjust to it. It's going to have a major impact on the world, particularly labor markets, right? Particularly labor markets it's going to upturn all the conventional thinking that liberals had over the years, and so it's going to be crazy times. Anyway, we got the US dollar sitting at 98.34, up 1/3%. So there's a bit of a strengthening US dollar, obviously following the Venezuela and the oil there. We got West Texas oil down 2.3% at $57. Brent oil is flat at $60. So obviously, the Venezuela thing does play into a lower oil price market. Obviously, US controlling that supply rather than Venezuela, dictator, and China and other people having access to that, right? So it's going to be pretty cool, and it's going to unleash more supply. It's got the biggest reserve fields, and it is going to be scaled up. So that's kind of the idea, and that's going to lower the economic energy cost in the world. The world's going to prosper. It's going to be pretty crazy, and so will the Venezuela people. So it's pretty positive there. We've got the gold prices at the moment, 4,500 at 1%, $54. And that's pushing as well. Let's have a look on the let's look at the last 6 months. Let's go to last month. Yeah, so we're off the highs at the moment, so about $60 off the highs, is it? About that, maybe $50. Silver at the moment, $81.23. Amazing. It's off the highs as well. We had the highs back here in the end of December, and we're getting pretty close back up to that. So silver there is in this range. We talked about this for ages. $75 to $125. The actual upside may be even higher than that. We'll see. Obviously, with the requirement for silver and a lot of electronics getting increasingly demanded, it could be pretty crazy. So we'll keep a lookout for silver, though. Amazing stuff there. Now, obviously, we had NVIDIA release its new Alpamayo family of AI models unveiled by NVIDIA, and to bring human-like thinking, guys, to autonomous vehicle decision making through reason-based vision language action models. Basically, we're going into Terminator world. Damn Terminators. We know how that turned out. And it is. We're going to have a lot of good stuff, but potentially, well, not potentially, we will have a lot of bad stuff. It's kind of inevitable, right? But that is where we are right now. So kind of cool. What else are we going to say there? Pretty amazing stuff there. You can go check out all that. The Rubin chip, Blackwell Rubin chips. It's going to stay the art there with NVIDIA. All right, just needed a drink there, I think. Oh, nice cold cup of coffee. No, that's good. Or it's like a late night after the clubs. Remember that back in the day? Do they still do clubbing these days? I don't know. Let us know in the chat. All right, so that is where we are right now. Let's go to the economic calendar. Have a look at the Fed there. 3 weeks and 20 hours to go, guys. 28th of January. We've got a slight increase in the percentage of people that think there's going to be a rate cut. It's gone from about 17 to 18.5%, and that's 25 basis points. But at the moment, market expecting no change, 81% there. So we'll keep track of that. Still 3 weeks to go. We may get some news around the chair Fed, new chairman Fed, and all sorts of stuff may change the outlook there. We'll see. Jumping over to the stock market next, I think that's the end of our economic stock market news. I'm going to go to the crypto market and check that out as well. Don't forget to get in the chat there as well, make it lively. And if you're on X, don't forget to hit the repost button also. That helps a lot there. All right, let's go full screen here. And we've got the total market cap at the moment at 3.29 trillion, so down 0.4% at the moment. We've got Bitcoin is down 1.4% at 93,000, but we're still up quite nicely. After that little move, we got up to 93K. Ethereum at 0.7% increase, so we're green, 3,269, which is pretty cool. Obviously, that also impacts the OA, ETH bags, and of course, we saw some of that moving through the Tornado Cash. We're going to talk about that later on. We got XRP at number 4 is down 2%, $2.29. Number 5 is BNB, down 0.2%, $912. Solana there, number 6 is up 0.5%, $140 almost. We got number 9 there, Tron, up 0.1%, 29.3 cents. And finally, top 10 is Doge. It is down 1.7% at 15 cents at the moment. So those are the top 10, and Cardano or ADA there sitting at number 11 after flipping back. Figure how like yesterday, I believe it was. So there we go. Top performer in the top 24 hours for the top 10 is basically Ethereum. And this Ethereum is the best performer. Last week, who's the best performer? XRP up 22%, followed pretty closely, or not closely, but followed by Solana up 13 and Ethereum up 10.7. Top 100, we got Render up 86%, Pepe up 60%, Bonk up 55%, Pump up 37%. So meme coins dominating here. And then we got BitTensor Tau up 32%. So those are the top 5 in the top 100. Top 1,000, Destra Network, CZ's Dog, and Jasmy Coin. Jasmy Coin there up 30%. Let's have a quick look at maybe CZ's Dog. Let's see what that's. It's ranked at number 795. It's been around for a while. Is it? Yeah, February this year, or a little while. And it's just bouncing off the bottom there. There we go. Moving up higher, sitting at about 39 million market cap right now. What else is this other one? Destra Network. Let's have a look at that. 701, so it's a pretty similar position. That's how long is that? Oh, it's just got some weird looking chart. What's this saying to us? This is 31st of December, and it's having a big pump at the moment. So there we go. And that is Destra Network. Does it have any little description? As a beacon of true decentralization, it says. What makes it different? It's desync, transform the conventional Web3 scene by blending the decentralized cloud solution GPU network, optimizing AI computation to its peak efficiency, and powering the Destra network. So there we go. That is that. Let's jump over to the trending. At the moment, trending is Brevis, Virtual Protocol, and Bitcoin. Those are trending right now. So that is where we are at the moment, folks. Just pretty much, we're just down a tad. Let's just say that's moving sideways. That's where we are. So let's jump over into the Bitcoin market. This is our monthly chart on Coinbase for Bitcoin. We're actually looking pretty good when you look at it like this, aren't we? And we got the 50-month moving average at 66,000. Let's say we're just rounding it up, 66,000, and we're currently at 93,000. So it's pretty cool. What's that? 27,000, something like that, above the 50-month moving average. Let's go to the daily, and we have been in that death cross, but the death cross is starting to turn back up. So we've got some positive movement with the 50-day moving to the upside. So hopefully we'll get moved towards a golden cross in this first quarter. That's the hope, and onwards and upwards from there. So at the moment, 50 days at 91,684. The 200 days at $100,200. That's in the orange. So we just want that 50-day yellow to flip back over the orange there, the 50-day over 200, and get that golden cross and up and away, right? That is where we are on the old Bitcoin. Let's jump to Ethereum. Ethereum at the moment on the 50-month moving average, we're above that. So that's sitting at 2,565 on the 50-monthly moving average. We're at 3,276. So, we're doing pretty well there. We're up, let's say, $500, $700, is it? $700 above that. So looking pretty good. We've got a pretty flat curve. Ethereum's one of the markets that is relatively underperformed. So I think we've got a massive up re-rate there to happen. And of course, with the strategic ETH reserves staking going on now at the moment with the Bitmine immersion, all that stuff, I think we're looking pretty bullish for the 2026. Very bullish indeed. So kind of cool. That's where we are on the old ETH markets there. Let's go to the daily before we wrap it up. Daily, we've got that death cross here as well. The death cross happened about a week later after the Bitcoin one. It's a bit flatter as well. And at the moment, we're well and truly over the 50-day moving average, which is currently at 3,126, 200 at 3,353, and we're heading towards the top of that 200. Very bullish sign, right? Here on the old Ethereum. So, like I said, Ethereum looks like, if you're thinking about stocks, if you're thinking about commodities, thinking about Bitcoin and stuff like that, Ethereum is sort of being kept down, and so I think it's going to be quite explosive. That's where we are, 32.77 right now on the old Ethereum, and of course, as that goes up, the value goes up, right? Of the OA sacrifice for the PulseX PulseChain, kind of cool, and we see some of that moving at the moment. Crypto Dan says ProveX SAC warming up, indeed. We're going to talk about that coming up as well. We've got Property View in the house there. Very nice. Good to see you, Property View. Big shout out. Welcome to the chat today. Hope you're doing well out there. So that's kind of where we are on the crypto majors, guys. That's the crypto majors. Let's kick it back, and we're going to get into PulseChain now. PulseChain, Pulse Gains. And what I've got today for PulseChain, privacy mega Pumpamental, and of course the ProveX takeover by the OA, whoever is running that. And LibertySwap and Coin Mafia. Those are some of the highlights. Those are our mega themes at the moment. So we've been tracking them, following them, enjoying the journey. But we've got some kind of cool stuff coming here from Crypto Coffee. So we're going to kick off with that first. Crypto Coffee, of course, one of the big influences in the PulseChain. He says our Vitalik just announced ZK EVMs for Ethereum. So we're talking about privacy here. People don't realize this is a massive solves crypto main's problem. I don't know what happened to the writing there, but people don't realize this has massively solved the crypto's main problem, the trilemma. Now you can have all three. Global adoption is coming. PulseChain is a clone of Ethereum with the ability to pivot away from any potential negative upgrades in the future. Until now, they've been overwhelmingly positive. Forking Ethereum has been a prescient move there. So we've got the trilemma is scalability, decentralization, and speed. So it's different from the stablecoin trilemma to some degree. Obviously, scalability was one of those. But this is the deal here. But, privacy is the kingpin there. And having that sort of solution, particularly if it's multi-chain, is very important. That's where LibertySwap comes in, and so does ProveX. So it's going to be pretty awesome. But this theme is popping up. We have seen quite a few tokens that are in the privacy space be valued up recently, and so this bodes very well for PulseChain. Remember, a lot of stuff on Ethereum is also heavily monitored, and they're doxing, giving information back to regulators in the EU and things like that. So PulseChain is going to give you that true privacy. Very excited where that all heads in that sense. So that is very insightful there, post there from Crypto Coffee. And that leads into, remember this post here about Ethereum and ZK. And of course, we'll think about that for PulseChain when we come up. All right, so PulseChain at the moment, day 970, guys. PulseChain launched on the 30th of May, 2023, 970 days later. It is a full system state fork or copy of Ethereum on the 10th of May, 2023. But, exciting times ahead, I think. Pulse at the moment, quadruple 0157, up 3.25%. We've got PulseX at the moment, quadruple 0129, up 3.85%. We've got Ink Token at 64 cents, up 2%. And we've got Hex at the moment at 29 hundredths of a penny, up 3.5%. EHEX at a 0.0096. And the combined price EX and PX is now at 30, just below 39 hundredths of a penny at the moment. So still super cheap to get into, but we've got little green candles today, and we'll take that. Let's go look at the gas prices. Gas prices at the moment is 780,000, so it's a bit higher than normal, but still very low. 2/10 of a penny for a PulseX swap. Let's go to the validators. Validators at the moment, 51,900 as well, 59,100. Now, together, if you're watching the Kryptonite show every day and someone else in the PulseChain community asked you some of these metrics, you probably know them. Right? If they got asked, they probably wouldn't know them. So there we go. It's one of the benefits of watching the Kryptonite show every day is that you probably know most of the key numbers that are tracking in the old thing. Oh, yeah, I remember how many validators we got. I remember that. Kryptonite show. There we go. Bridge at the moment. So we got the bridge values just below an 80 million. So we're almost there, almost back at the 80 million, guys. We're creeping up there, but we're just about there. 79.875. So we're up a little bit today. Kind of cool. Ether's down a little bit there, I can see. But looks like we're up a bit. So kind of cool. Kind of cool. I do have a snapshot, but we're not going to go through it. But we're almost back over 80 mil, just about there. We know that if EHEX takes off, right, then this is going to go up very fast. Just remember that because EHEX is sitting here. I don't know whether it should be, but it is because it's bridged in, right? So we've got our stable coins, and we've got more stuff happening in that space. We'll be talking about that in the future as well, with Vault 369, Coinwell, and also PUSD ALGO. So we've got a couple of big stable coins, maybe even more than that coming along the line. So keep a lookout. Maybe even a LibertySwap stable coin coming soon. Maybe even a Richard Hart's stable coin coming. Maybe that's the same thing as a LibertySwap. I don't know. We're going to find out. But that is all coming down the line. Maybe there'll be a big sacrifice for something else, like a wallet or something that's coming, and that's going to eat up all the pulse. Instead of taking crypto, the majors, they're going to take Richard Cause. Who knows? Things could all be set up step by step. It's a chess game. It's a chess game. We're in a chess game. It's just a long game. It's a long game, but it's a chess game. And, if you survive the game, you win. You win. You take it all. The winner takes it all. I should get that song. The winner takes it all. Is that ever? I don't know who that is, but we got Blair at the Seaman House there. Hi all. Good to see you, Blair. Big shout out. We've got NJ as well. Stairs up, elevator down, PulseChain. Stairs up, elevator down. Well, let's hopefully we can flip that around. elevator up, stairs down. There. Maybe turn it into steps. Steps. All right, some actions. All right, so that is the numbers there. Let's go to the overall market. Well, we're doing better today, guys. It is Tuesday's results on the market, but we're at 7 million. We've been doing about 4.5 million. You guys know that, but we're up at 7 million now. 7 million now, guys. So we're doing better than 4.5 million. So that's good news. 500,000 transactions at the moment. So that's almost getting good too. And we've got some change of the guard yesterday. What do we have yesterday? LibertySwap dominating. Oh my gosh, have you seen such a thing? We were on here virtually every day, unless there's some reason I can't stream, but virtually every day. And yesterday we saw LibertySwap dominating. What, the top 18, almost 18 top peers were LibertySwap with maybe one in between. It was pretty crazy. Well, today we've got Staked ETH, the fork copy. That is up 354%, getting pumped major there. That's on very small liquidity. But the volumes come in pretty seriously, 110K on the old Staked Ether there. Haven't had a chance to see why that's happened. If there's anything out there, if you do know, let me know in the chat. Community, that's what it's about with the community. If you know something that I haven't seen, then let me know. But it just got pumped big time. You can see that on the daily here, where the whole ton of volume just came out of nowhere and pumped it to all bully goat's gruff. So now it's gone all the way from, where was it? It was at 1/1200th of a penny, and it's gotten to 5800th of a penny. So what the fudge and mudgeon's going there? Who's doing that? Why they're doing that? All that sort of stuff. Let us know in the chat if you know. Staked ETH there. What protocol is being pushed up there on the old PulseChain? Anyway, that's dominating. We've also got CDI moving it as well. So we've got all these PDI people doing. We've got Katie out there doing something. Let us know in the chat. We're up 52% on the old CDI. Are they setting this thing up? Is it about to go? Are some of these contracts going to get resurrected on the old PulseChain that were copied over? We shall see. All right, compound. Is that the cue? Is that the key there? The compound's on the move. They're about to, pull in the old PDI and everything else with it. It's the compound protocol copied over PulseChain is being resurrected and pushed forward. Let us know in the chat if you've seen anything on that. I've not been able to see anything on it myself because I've been looking at other stuff. That's all. I don't get to see it. I'll look at it later on in the afternoon, but I don't. In the morning before the show, there's only so much I can check up. We got Crypto Dan says, "Have you used the Pumpy site, Suit Man? It's pretty cool." No, I have. You're talking about the Pumpamental site with the new site. I have been on it once or twice, but I haven't played around with it. I think that's the one you're talking about, right? The new one. I just got to remember where that is too, because I have saved it. So I might go back on my save list and see where I can find it. But no, I should bring that up. But then it's just like, if we had this, I could do that. Maybe that's a good part of the show, Crypto Dan. Maybe you're right. Well, I'll look at that. We could have, if we pumped Hex or PulseChain this much, then we could do it every day. Everyone likes that. Everyone likes the pump. Crypto Dan in the house there. Nice pump on PDC. Yeah, we'll get to that. That's coming up. That's our next one, isn't it? PDC. Let's have a look there. So PDC is on the pump. Now, PDC got a beautiful write-up there in the Monster thread. It was on one of the news items. So big shout out to Prairie Banana with his new book. while PDC suddenly getting pumped today, up 31%. So nice there on that one. It was already moving up yesterday, if I remember rightly. But was it 20% or something? So it's up again 30% on the looks of it. So let's have a look at the biggest pair here and see where it's at overall. So yeah, nice little pump there today. Oh, this is the weekly chart. Sorry, that's the weekly chart right there. So nice little pump this week. Let's have a look at the daily. Yeah, all of it today. The most of it today. We had a little bit yesterday. We were right about that, but yeah, it's been moving up today quite severely there. Some decent volume, over 100k right now in the main pair. So yeah, good news there. So that pump from what 0001. So what was that 1,000th of a penny to 13,000th of a penny, thousandth of a penny. Try to do that every day. It's good if you're Daffy Duck or something, but it's not, otherwise it's pretty hard. All right, so that is kind of cool. Looking at the weekly, we kind of had a bounce of 4 zeros, 8,400. We lost the 0, and we're now at 1341. So there we go. 1341, and we're up about pretty good actually, 65% of that floor. So they did defend that price at 4 zeros, 8,400 twice, and on the weekly, and it is a bounce up there. Nice little 65% gain. Try to get that in the bank. Try to get that in the bank. They say. Try to get that in the bank. We got so that's kind of cool with PG. Congratulations there, and that new book is out from Prairie Banana. Go check it out. It was in the monster thread there. Now, RH memes, we've got number 10. So the rank number 10 is Most, and that is up 28% today as well. Most, of course, one of the top top meme coins on the old PulseChain, and it bounced off 4,700 of a penny. Now it's 6,600 of a penny here on the weekly chart. So that's the weekly one. That is the daily. They're getting a lot of love there today. 88k in volume there. So we've got some decent little pumpies going on, all the way from Stake Deeth, CDI, PDC the Great, and Most, all getting some decent volume there, pumping. Firewell up against Most, up 23%. We did see some message from Firewell. If you guys haven't seen that, let me know if you want me to talk about it. But yeah, that is out there as well. Firewell there, stepping away essentially in his real world business to end up bringing capital back, as I understand it. So that's coming back. So he's gone for a temporary period of time, but he's going to be back with more firepower, I think, is the way he's looking at that. Sparta at the moment, number 16, up 17%. This is Sparta, great movie, of course. We got one there from the ProveX sacrifice pool, probably up today on the back of the ProveX sacrifice or the OA sacrificing. P Tiger, he's got some fight in him. He was on X there, posting out some stuff about buying certain tokens. He's up 17% today. Pepe meme coin from Pump Tires is up 16.5%. Now, Pump Tires is almost a year, guys. We're up to month 11. So we're almost at a year for Pump Tires. So pretty crazy. Crazy times there. Teddy Bear from James Maria is up 15%. It's probably having something to do with these other things at the top here, with the old Stake Deeth and the CDI, right? The old James Maria, maybe Katie's team, some of those guys doing something there. A Troper as well, number 26, 27, up 14%. And they will wrap up our top 27. Then we get to OG WebChef with the world's greatest PDI printer, up 14% at number 28. UFO, along with PDC up here, is they're paired together. Was it a father and son or mother and daughter? You guys decide on the analogy. But that's at number 29. That's up 30%. So we've got 29 coins over 10% today, essentially. And then we've got Reserve Tay. And of course, this is wrapped around Katie and James Marie and all that, isn't it, as well? Then we get to Liquid Loans at number 32, guys, up 10%. Pump Tires, the main brand token, this hasn't done that well, has it? Up 10%, even though there's a bit of value capture. But on the weekly chart here, you can see it's bouncing from 21/100th of a penny to 27/100th of a penny. Looking at the daily for Pump Tires, it's been up for a few days in a row now, following PulseChain up there a little bit, or at least outdoing PulseChain probably. Looking at the pulse ratio, let's have a look at that. It's the true test of a man. Do they have men tests anymore? I don't know. I thought we were supposed to be demand, so that we would be conquered. Demand the man to conquer the West. Wasn't that the thing? All right, so let's move on. We got the Mafia 35. Number 35 is Mafia. Mafia, of course, got to be pretty damn close to launching. It's up 9.5%, but it's been creeping up. It has been rallying for some time. That's the US price, right, on the weekly. These are weekly candles. So it's been pumping for some time. Came all off the bottom. I'm going to take them right to the bottom here, but it's up in US prices up 2x, 2.7x but the pulse rate is way higher, right? So let's look at pulse. Look at that. Surprises. There's always a surprise when you turn it to pulse. It either is a really clown one or it's great. Oh dear. All right. Anyway, that's the Irish accent, or is it this accent? Oh, I don't know. You decide what the Irish accent is. But that's up 183%, and that's 2.8x. 2.8x. So it's up way more on the ratio. Had been even higher, up 3.1x there. So 54. So it's doing pretty well. And of course, Mafia got to be getting pretty close to launch. I wasn't going to look at this, but we're going to look at it. Close your eyes, guys. Close your eyes. We're going to have a look. Let's go to documentation because it kind of gives us a cheat sheet. We are waiting for, well, they've got this little bit of open business and group crimes. I'm not sure if those are completely, maybe there's a little bit left to do on that. But they've got rebirth, vault requirements, and official launch. So basically, they've got to be pretty damn close to launch. So we'll keep a lookout for that. So that's the first of Jacob's projects that will be fully launched. And they've done a nice job with refreshing the new UI, and that's quite different from the beginning, if you remember. Start killing now, they say, but I don't know if that's the case. I don't know if you can yet. Killing and the vault are the two things that sort of define that the game is finally launched. It's on BNB and PulseChain, but apparently it's coming to base and Monad chain as well. Interesting that it's going to Monad chain. That's kind of interesting because I know some other people are going to Monad chain as well. So that's kind of interesting. All right, so that is the Mafia game on PulseChain, guys. Kind of cool. Token is starting to run away, and it's still early days, I guess. So we'll see. We'll see what it can do. What else? We got UFO, of course, coming right up to number 38. Dump Tires Gold Coin up 7%. I saw someone post that in the Kryptonite Show Telegram yesterday. We've got Curve Token up 7% as well at number 40. So those are top 40. And let's scroll down a bit here. We've got Unity at number 42 from Cryptographics up 5%. Now, I'm hoping to have another stream with Cryptographics, give us the latest update on Unity and Taurus. So look forward to that. It's coming up. Interviewing Cryptographics should be pretty good. And we'll try and get some, squeeze out the secret sources, all the insights there. What else do we got? We've got all Richard Hart cores all running all the way through. Look at that. Richard Hart cores running from 45 all the way through to at least, actually going further down, but 57 here before we get a break with RSI oversold at number 58, up 3.5%. Scrolling down a bit further here, we got Vouch, number one validator at number 63, up 3%. What else do we got? Zendog tied into Peacock, up 3%. SolidX up a little bit, 3% there at 43 cents. We've got 90mm, the second biggest DEX on PulseChain, up 2.8% at the moment. Still slowly creeping up. GoPulse as well, one of our information utility sites, up 2.6%. DAO token, along with Most token, one of the top, our meme coins on PulseChain, especially from the old pump tires. That's number 74 to 76 pairs, up 2%. Remember the 5th of September from OG WebChef, up there at number 77, up 2%. Sun Minimal, which is supposed to be migrating to Solana, that's up 2% there right now. PMX 500 is at number 81, up just over 1.5%. We've got Phoenix in there. What else there? Then we got Zero Trust Peacock. So the Peacock here is not up against PulseChain, but it is up, still green in US dollar terms. It is still sitting around about 1.5 cents, cooling off. RSI was hot, right, on all time frames. I had to cool off a little bit, but it's holding, and that's really strong, right? If it's holding, even if the ratio is down probably slightly, that's a very bullish sign from the old Peacock there. So let's have a look at the rates here. So we're going to get rid of that overlay, and this is the price right now on the hourly there. So, a bit of volatility after a huge re-rate, right? Just consolidating very strong at the moment. So very cool, 1.5 cents. The ratio to Pulse, let's have a look at that. Made a new all-time high on that last pump. This only, let's go to the hourly chart because that was 4 hourlies. All the way back up here, got up to a new all-time high of 1,123 Pulse per Peacock. It is holding up at about 950, looking very good. It's also over the 21 moving average for the hourly as well. Very cool stuff there. Let's look at the trader view, 4 hours, above every moving average, obviously, and holding strong 950. And the daily there is 950 as well. Now, do presumably people that are looking at LibertySwap understand? Are they starting to understand what the ecosystem is they're building out and how bullish this is, along with ProveX and everything else that's going on, and the privacy there? Is a lot of stuff happening as well. So it's probably so much stuff and so big that people are still trying to get their grips to what LibertySwap is actually doing, because it's looking really huge, isn't it? Looking really huge. Nice pump, says Crypto Durgan. Nice pump on PTC. Yeah, very nice pump there, and a big shout out to the community. What else there? We got Hexvader in house. Hey gang, good to see Hexvader. Big shout out. And Craig Pitt as well. Welcome, morning on there. All right, let's see. So that is Peacock holding up, and that's the last one, the green of our green. That's 89 pairs in the top 100 green. We've got a few slightly in the red there. Pandex is kind of cooled off from its sell-off. For investor there, down 3%, $1.80. DFC coin down 5%. Pump Tires Die down 5%, and Emmet just down a little bit, 7% from yesterday. Let's have a little look at Emmet. Obviously, being accumulated by True2X, the big internal institution, as I call it. That is sitting at $1.76, still holding up very nicely there after that big move. So obviously, sustained buying is key to holding that up, but that's where we are right now. And of course, high yields, you can earn high yields on the old Emmet farm. Let's go check that out from Kairos. Big shout out to Kairos, does an amazing job out there. I mean, look at this farm. He's got a sustainable emission rate, right? It's been impressive. He's also got the EDI staking pool, very innovative, where people are earning EDI. And we know that the True2X team has been, they get 23% of that in the holding ship. But look at all the partnerships, guys, that they've got just about everything on here. They got obviously the Richard Hart cause. They got the Vouch, #1 valid on PulseChain. Ink Printer, one of the 4 big liquidity forks on PulseChain, pretty cool. Pulse Bitcoin, one of the most passionate, large, active communities on PulseChain, along with Fat Sammy and the leadership, the council there. Pulse Bitcoin, Pump Tires, all the Pump Tires one there from Richard Hart and all that, kind of cool. Top Hat there from Crypto Coffee. I mean, Peacock, it's got it all in there. Crypto Paradise, one of the biggest teams on PulseChain. Community tokens there from Gelato, Dead, and everything else. Dark token. Pulsekin store, giving away free t-shirts all the time. Rhinofy, just an incredible community and a big treasury, combat zone. Fantastic Function Island, another farm led by Danny D, and doing a great job there with the old island. We've got Actuator in house there. Hocus Pocus, great stuff there if you want to find out all the farm yields. Fantastic site. Gray's Currency in there. We talked about that, one of the biggest communities as well. Vic Foundation hero with the Vietnam vets and the Army vets. Pretty cool stuff there. No Permissions, of course, from Randy Alasky, Note Token, one of the biggest influencers and the biggest investment club in the PulseChain. Pretty amazing. Vox, another farm. So multiple farms on here as well. Farms on farms, got to have that. And Impulse, got Impulse there. And PulseChain, one of these rising DeFi stars on PulseChain as well, along with another farm. And, of course, Leverage Play, Nexian, with the old Neon there. So they got, Kairos has been busy. And it shows. So well done to him. And, of course, True2X there investing there. And that's where Emmet is right now. So kind of cool. It's great when you have a little perspective on things, isn't it? Pretty neat. All right, so that is where we are with the markets. We're going to get into some of the alpha today. So I hope you guys enjoy that. And don't forget, if you guys have just jumped in here, don't forget to spread the word. Yeah, that's one of the things I want to say is, we've been growing on YouTube. So fantastic. Appreciate all the new subscribers. Obviously, the community's number one, as Richard Hart would say. What's the most thing that impressed him? The community. And it's the same for us who are doing streaming all the time. And so, yeah, big shout out there. We're growing, I think, on all YouTube channels and growing on X as well. So I appreciate that. And that's perhaps a good sign for things to come. People coming back, people wanting to find out more information. So that's a cool thing. So that was an early New Year thing. Kind of neat. All right, so Crypto Solve, let's get into it. ProveX has been, the talk of the town. We might bring up the stats straight away, actually, ProveX, to see what's going on. We've got 45 minutes left in the day. As you guys know, we're on phase 3, and we're on day number 56, and the current rate is $8.34 for the base rate. So this doesn't include the volume bonus is gone now. This is just flat rates, all you get. And so the OA is coming in with all its ETH through Tornado Cash, and it is taking its position up as we expected, right? We talked about that the other day, that we expect the OA to come in, and it did come in towards the end of day 55 and into day 56, and we expect that to continue until it gets an appropriate amount. What will that amount be? Maybe 85 to 95%. We'll see how much it decides to get. and see where it's at the moment, right? So that's what we're expecting, and unless it surprises us to an unlikely scenario, I would say. But hey, look, maybe some game theory has changed, but that's the way it goes. So we're about to jump into day 57 in about 45 minutes time, and the rate will jump from $8.35 to $8.87, and then we've only got after the next day, we've only got 2 days after that. So it's all just about finished. Here. The excitement at the moment is the OA coming in with all that Tornado Cash, ETH, and scooping up the supply. So kind of cool. This is the overall numbers. So we're at 146 million. Boy, has that changed. Right? You guys know it. That has changed. And we were sitting at 16.4 million. Remember that? 16.4 million before the OA come in. And it was just sitting there day after day after day. We went through all phase two, largely most of this part here. We had a few little bit of excitement in phase two at the beginning. But apart from that, it was pretty much flat, right? After all that, we're sitting at 16.4 million. And now we're at 146 million, guys. 16.4, 146. So, man, has times changed. It's crazy stuff. Let me get the calculator out quickly. I don't want to do too much maths live, but let's get into it. So we got 146 minus what I say, 16.4. And that suggests that we're up almost 130 million. Let's guess round numbers amongst friends. 130 million, guys. And of course, the reason why is because you got the bad rate, right? You got the bad rate that you're coming in, which is intentional, right? So the OA doesn't participate in the volume bonus, and they just get the flat rate here. And that means they've got to bring a lot more capital in to get those points, right? So $130 million so far. And the points have gone up. So what we start off? We started off at 320 billion before the OA come in. Now we've got 656 billion. So world domination, not quite, but already controlling over 50%, right? So 640, just over 50% now. Now it's moving up. So the question is, people saying, I hope it sits at 50-50, but that's not what we've seen before with the Pulse and PulseX moves. We typically, I think, seen between 80, 85, 87% and higher, right? And particularly with PulseX, it just goes up higher and higher because of the burning, right? So yeah, that's kind of where we are with the percentages. So we're expecting this to continue on to go up and way there. Now, obviously, we don't see any changes with the leadership board. It's all just going in and just increasing the numbers, but not showing. We do see it on the ETH side there because it's all coming through. Tornado Cash, 142 million now. How times have changed. So that's pretty crazy. Now, what was the number on that? Let me just briefly bring it in. So the number was about 11.8 million. We're now at 142.3 million, guys. There we go. We like it. Kind of cool. So that's where we are right now. Over 50% domination now by the OA, and we're expecting that to increase. So we've still got plenty of time, and that's where we're at. So let's go to CryptoSolve. He's done some analysis on this a couple of hours ago, maybe 2 hours or so ago. He's got updated figures. 39,000 ETH have now entered into the SAC. 24 hours. I'm not sure if he's got a new update. We'll check to see that case says 126 million. We know that that's higher now, right? So it's basically almost 130. So it's continuing to rise. But at the point that he did it, it was basically just above 50%, right? So 3 billion, 320 billion before, 648. But we can actually see now that that's actually 656. So the OA is still coming in, guys, because we would recently expected to do similar to what it's done with PulseX and Pulse, and that would be 85% or more, something like that is what we're expecting to come in to the supply domination. Maybe as high as 93, 95%. We'll see how high it goes. It's going to be very telling where that goes. These addresses are collectively now own over 50%, and we're expecting that to continue. One thing worth considering, says CryptoSolve, if you previously considered 320 billion points were backed by approximately $16.6 million, that would give each point a value of 4.052. With the figures, how they are currently sit, the new value of a point is now a 0.0022. That's a 4.2 increase as well. So it's a nice way of looking at it, actually. As the theoretical market cap for ProveX sacrifice been increased by these moves, undoubtedly, he says. But so has the theoretical value of your points we're thinking about. Well, that's one way to look at the value. I would just simply look at the value as the top sacrificer, right? If we assume that the other stuff is just left in the sidelines, I kind of just cut out all that money, cut out all those points, all that money, And I say that's never going to be moved. It's really not that relevant. And so all I care about is what is the marginal price. Marginal price is the top sacrificer. That happens to be the ProveX pool run by Pumpamental, and most of that's filled up with retail players. And that is currently here with the multiplier of 2.66. And that's the way that you'd end up calculating, dividing the US dollars by the points to get your average price. And that would be the marginal price setter, as opposed to this thought. This is a nice, thinking idea, but really it's a conceptual as essence, even though it's based on physical movements in the digital world. So that's a contradiction, but you get my point. That's where we are. So interesting thing. So nice perspective there, though. What else we got here? So 3 hours ago, that was 3 hours ago. Obviously, more stuff coming through. You can kind of see some of the examples here. It's got ProveX received 100 ETH here, coming through here for the ProveX stack. So it gives you all the different ETH coming in, flowing in, guys. Woohoo! So that's where we are right now, and we've got 38 minutes to go in the day. Money is still coming in, so we'll come back and check that out later on. But that is the ProveX sacrifice as we tick forward here. Big shout out to Crypto Soul for his analytical work. All right, how we doing? Is that good? We got the monkey there, is it? Oh, the monkey. Monkey do, monkey see, monkey here, something like that. What else? We got some more comments. We got Crypto Connoisseur in the house there. What's up, brother? Peacock looking good. Well, it's a good thing you've come in right now to talk about that, Crypto Connoisseur, because that's what we're about to talk about is the old Peacock. So that is the ProveX pool. The OA is taking world domination, and that's exciting. That's what we expect to see. So everything is on track there. LibertySwap, let's get into it, guys. The old Peacock holding at 1.5 cents approximately at the moment, holding a lot of those gains from yesterday. That's a very bullish sign. Hopefully, it's got a decent amount of diamond hands in it. It's people that are still trying to probably get their head around everything that LibertySwap's doing. It's a pretty big program, and so forth. So let's check out what's the latest here over the last 17 hours. PulseChain train is about to leave the station. Well, they keep telling us stuff, and they do a lot of stuff, right? So it's kind of cool. And we are moving fast. Peacock is leading the bull run. With more great surprises ahead. So they keep delivering. So if they say there's more great prizes ahead, I guess we've got to believe them. So there we go. Pretty exciting. Just a friendly reminder: if you cannot hold, you cannot succeed. In other words, have some diamond hands for damn sake once. We need some maturity in the old PulseChain if everyone wants to get some mad gains. Opportunities are rare, and clear opportunities are even rarer. And so there's a lot in this post. Think about that. So Peacock's going to lead the bull run. They're confident about that. They certainly are showing us a lot of substantiators for that. And, of course, they're saying there's more good stuff ahead, so don't be mucking around. And, of course, they're saying, if you can't hold, you can't succeed, so have some damn diamond hands for once. And saying, well, this opportunity is rare, and clear opportunities are even rarer. So, you can sell out, but you're going to miss the train, guys. You're going to miss the train, especially if Peacock's leading the bull run here on the old PulseChain, and the train is leaving the station. In other words, they've got lots of stuff coming, and we've already seen lots of stuff come. So just take note of that. Words of warning there. Lady Liberty is on the move. What can Lady Liberty not do? Apparently nothing. She does about everything there. It's like G.I. Joe, like G.I. Jane Joe, or something like G.I. Joe. G.I. Jane? Yeah, I think whatever. Both of them, G.I. Joe and Jane, isn't it? So we've got lots of cool things happening there. Kind of cool. So that is where we are. Let's move on. 7 hours ago. I think we're going to get up to days here. What else? We've got 7 hours there. Peacock is heading to CoinMarketCap. Tradable on Coinbase apps. ZKX airdrop is incoming. Now, we've talked about this. If you guys haven't joined Strategy Club, highly recommend you join it. That's in the Crypto Night Show. The link's in the YouTube video description. Also at the top of X, you can find the Strategy Club. It's only just over $1 a day. I'm passing intel in there constantly in there, and educational posts and other things like that. So it's a really good place to be. We look forward to seeing you there. So just over $1 a day. Join up today. We'll see you in the Discord, and you get all the other benefits of Discord as well, including the help desk. So kind of cool. Peacock is heading to CoinMarketCap. That's going to be cool. Tradable on Coinbase apps. ZKX airdrop. That's very popular, right? So I believe that's associated with the Aave protocol they're launching. Remember, they're putting this DeFi right in the middle of the river of the bridge and the swapping and the liquidity pools. Think about that. So it's not down, not up some off stream. It's in the main river. I'm not talking about the river Ganges. maybe a little bit more like the river I was going to say London. What's the river there? Thames. Thames is probably pretty dirty, so not the Thames, but maybe the fresh water of the Amazon. I don't know, something like that. Shout out to my Brazilians out there. Brazilians. I got to be careful what I say and how I say it. But that's kind of where we are. The largest PLS liquidity network bonded with 250 pump tires projects. Obviously, there's so many of those now. The strongest liquidity pools against Pulse. Top mind share with a fast-growing community, 6,134 holders and counting. That holder count's really important. Backed by LibertySwap, ZKX wallet, and of course the upcoming native railgun instance on PulseChain. Very, very exciting. So let's say it again. Backed by LibertySwap, it's got the ZKX wallet and an upcoming native railgun instance on PulseChain. Very cool. Even the PulseChain founder loves the Peacock. Peacock is the most popular bird token in the world, and you sold at a 10 million market cap. Lol. It says them. Now we've got Jake Paul there, and then this just before he gets his jaw broken. It's not a couple of places, 3 places, was it, something like that. And apparently poking out his tongue didn't stop the people breaking the rules of their agreement there. So there we go. That is the play on that one with the old LibertySwap. And you guys have seen that one. I don't know if you guys seen it, but only on PulseChain 7 hours ago, only on PulseChain that even CTO'd compound billions there. So there we are, talking about that compound. How prices are up today. So there we go, billions. What else? We got any comments there? No comments. No. Okay, let's move on. Peacock is outperforming Sol by orders of magnitude. We like that. Let's see if we've got any comments on this one. It is a clear play. Sol is overpriced. VC backed mental illness, says LibertySwap. There we go. Well, they're harvesting the old Sol network, aren't they? Just pure fact. All right, what else? We got anything? Peacock are real fundamentals. Sol is a VC infiltrated mental illness. There we go. Look at this bit. This is Tom Lee. I'm only buying ETH to bridge to PulseChain. Yeah, we like that. That's pretty cool. What else? Privately bridged to PulseChain using Tornado Cash funded token sale and Railgun. I like that. More buys. Send it. Show me your buy orders, and I'll show you where the chart is going. That is a good point. All right, so that is that's from LibertySwap. What else there? RT. What was it? RT Moto. Who's this guy? Let's see. Book consult there. MotiB. I'm not sure what that is, but Vitalik investing in Richard Hart projects. You heard it here first from Crypto Solve. Really? Did he post something on this? Let's have a look at that. I don't know. Is the post still there? Ah, yes, Vitalik. Crypto Solve there. I don't know. Incredible. What is going on there? Yes, Vitalik. Incredible. Only one person has that level of capital. Indeed. Yes, Vitalik, he says. I see. All right, so let's move forward. And of course, we had this from the when was this? The 4th of December. Do we have any insights in that? I'm just trying to see. Higher prices. I'm not sure where they're going with that, but they reposted that for some reason. There must have been some reason for that. Let's see if they got any comments about that. We'll win the cycle. We'll have to go back and read this post again, I guess. If your day starts by opening the computer and grinding on PulseChain, you are not here to sell. You're here to win. Yeah, that's true. Thousands of people in this community live the same routine. I have watched the same faces. So no, the people who actually show up are not the ones selling. They are the ones carrying the chain forward. Well, that's kind of what I was talking to you guys about before, is that, you just got to, there's a small window of true Pumpamental value. You just got to keep accumulating at low prices until that happens. And then you're a genius, right? That's the play. All right. 4 hours ago, the best way to win, go all in across the market and make everyone a winner. Crypto has to win, and so does a pro-crypto president and their party. We've brought on new engineers, and we're ready to win together in 2026. LibertyX is coming. So I think this team is based in Europe, and I think that they've got a global team, but probably the dev brains are in Europe. Maybe they've got a few other elsewhere, and that's they're expanding. Kind of cool. So we're looking heavyweight there. Now, who's funding the team? That's the question. And of course, a lot of people think, maybe quite rightly, this could be maybe the main team for Richard Hart. They're working hard there, so that's possible. Definitely a lot of clues to that. Maybe a few clues that suggest that's not the case, but certainly looks a lot like that. They're basically executing a lot of Richard Hart's vision at the moment. We know Crypto Sparbook is involved with that. He's from Europe, and he did all the Hex tours, both in Europe and in America. So yeah, that kind of makes sense. So yeah, we'll keep looking out for blues clues around that. But they're always very positive, aren't they? Always very positive. So LibertyX is coming, guys. LibertyX is going to be huge, and that's on their roadmap, 2026 roadmap. It's going to include a lot of the hook-ins like Aave and things like that. What else? Let's scroll up the top here. 4 hours ago, go ahead and launch your Pump Tires coin, then bond it properly. If the team and the community cannot support and maintain the bond, real buyers will not show up. Only bots will. We will list any bonded Pump Tires coin. Just send us the logo and token via DM. The third wave is coming. That was very teasing, wasn't it? Third wave is coming. So they've got more stuff coming, basically. So it's getting exciting. What else? 2026 will be the year of PulseChain creates millionaires, and take note of that. So these guys are making that happen, or help making that happen. Obviously, people get on if they start investing in the right thing. They could help that make it happen too. 3 hours ago, someone is about to move a massive amount of ETH from Tornado Cash to PulseChain. Now, this is the big tease, right? This is the big tease. So we start off with the ProveX sacrifice pool. We know that it's taken over 50% now. And now someone is about to move ETH from Tornado Cash to PulseChain. So obviously, LibertySwap is set up, the privacy. So you can do that by Railgun. And you can now trade, buy, and sell on the old PulseChain. So this is what they're alluding to. The OA account is about to move ETH from Tornado Cash to PulseChain. I'm extremely bullish on the future of this chain. PLS is headed towards the top 3 blockchain position, and Peacock reached 10 to 20 billion market cap is absolutely on the table. So this has to be the most bullish, given the timing of the OA moving and this post, connect the dots. This has to be the most bullish thing, right? So take with that what you will, but lots of ETH cash there with Liberty Lady, Tornado Cash on the other side there. I don't know. It's pretty amazing. Yeah, it is pretty awesome. That kind of on-chain movement doesn't happen without serious conviction. With large capital starts rotating into PulseChain, it signals confidence in ecosystem liquidity depth and long-term viability, not speculation in Pulse's fundamentals. Now, you know what the other means as well. We've got a little dynamic video, pretty cool. Give that a like. That kind of flow tends to get attention, yeah. So if you get attention with big flows like that, you're going to get other big players coming in with their big bags, right? All following the move in, and especially when they start seeing green candles. So 2026 is looking very exciting, isn't it? Remember, Richard Hart is looking for PulseChain season, not altcoin season, right? So there's many ways of doing that, especially if you've got ETH running up as well at the same time. Satoshi is bridging in. He is moving at the PulseChain to reduce exposure to Bitcoin quantum risk. There we go. The old quantum risk. It's just me moving my Christmas cash around. Just old Peacock. A lot of airdrops are coming. So, Peacock getting a lot of airdrops, guys. Very, very cool. There's 2 things around that: the ZK airdrop and potentially the Peacock staking for meme airdrops as well. So they've been earning a lot of those with all the pump peers. It is inevitable that someone will eventually send funds from Tornado Cash to PulseChain. There we go. Imminently inevitable there. Keywords. What else there? I'm here for it, says Cryptomance. So that's some of the stuff there. Very bullish posts. Just hodl the Peacock coin, I guess. I don't know why they're missing the P there, but there we go. At least if we fail, we will all be pulled together. Yeah, that's true. All right, so that is some of those stuff there. From the old Lady Liberty. What else? Let me scroll up here. Tornado Cash. We'll scroll up here. 2 hours ago, just a few more days until USDC privacy routes open up. So new product now. Obviously, we've got wrapped ETH at the moment, but USDC privacy routes are opening up for LibertySwap users. We are ready to compete head-to-head with privacy protocols on other blockchains. So it's game on, guys. Game on. And you can see the ecosystem expanding as multi-chain. It's new technology, making the ultimate unified multi-chain privacy pools. That's what they're working on. And we've got obviously Railgun and Rail Wallet, and we've got all this DeFi coming. It's huge. A massive ecosystem there. We're going to have to start mapping it out to make it all look very clear to people. 3 hours ago, good. And what does this do? Is it responding to something? Dead internet theory. What do we got here? PulseChain has the best chance to win. It is built for real people doing business with real people, not AI bots. That's true. Join the PulseChain by the Peacock. We like that. Lady Liberty there again, holding the torch up for PulseChain. 4 hours ago, the best privacy coin play this year, Peacock. Now, we talked about that heading towards the top meme coins, right? We're going to come back to that in a minute. Will ProveX sacrifice funds move to PulseChain right after the sacrifice? So I don't know. Are they goading or do they know? That's the question. Are they goading or do they know? Are they teasing or do they know? I don't know. What do you guys reckon? Will the ProveX funds move to PulseChain right after the sacrifice? Well, they've got the technology now to do it, right, through LibertySwap. So let's give it a yes. Let's be bold. And what else? If it does bridge to PulseChain, that will bring a tongue of eyes here with the TVL skyrockets. 50% into Pulse, 50% into the Peacock, then launch more pump tires coins would be the move. That's from the old Liberty lady. So let's see whether that happens or not. Wait, did you just tell us if they will? Lol, how do I defend myself here without sounding too stupid? Maybe we just redefine it. SAC funds are simply funds that already exited Tornado Cash. That's true. What's your theory later, Liberty? Use Pulse and PulseX sacrifice funds to join the ProveX sacrifice and gain supply control. Move the full sacrifice to PulseChain. Sacrifice to PulseChain. Meanwhile, buy Pulse and Pop Tire coins and let ProveX cool off a bit. Meme coin moves and Pulse X pumps draw massive attention. Everyone rushes in. Everything on PulseChain moves towards a $1 peg. Well, I don't know about that, but minimum. Certainly there's enough money to do all that sort of stuff, but we shall see whether that actually happens. So that is the play. I have slightly different thoughts on that, but given time is really the issue there. The peg theory remains strong. Would you be asking if they weren't preparing there? So lots of things. Let's see what happens, guys. They are certainly stirring the pot there at the right time, at the right place, and exciting times ahead. So very, very cool. Now, obviously on the roadmap here, the LibertySwap roadmap, we've got the public mode, we've got the private mode, and we've got the hooks, right? So obviously these are the key ones here. Obviously the public's very important for utility. That's the low-hanging fruit right now. Privacy mode there. Very cool for people to use, particularly people that are a bit more savvy, want to get into that privacy, and big players, traders, etc., like that. But the hooks here are going to unleash DeFi as well, right in the middle, as I say, of the river, the Amazon River. Let's say fresh water. It's going to be relatively fresh water. A few piranhas, but that's mostly up in the beginning of the river, isn't it? That first river or something. Hooks allow us to build DeFi and trading tools contracts separately, plug them into LibertySwap V2 without modifying core contracts or redeploying or migrating liquidity. The architecture enables much faster upgrades, greater flexibility, and more opportunity to build, expanding new markets, and generate revenue. So exciting times ahead, guys. And if we do see that at least some of that OA money move in from the ProveX pool, that will only be a fraction of the total amount, is my guess, because you only need to get to dominate here, and that's only I don't know, we might get to $200 million or $250, something like that, but still plenty of money elsewhere. So we could see multiple different things happening with the OA money as ETH price goes up in value too. And that's kind of the key concern to me. We know Richard Hart in this video talked about $10,000 ETH. That seems a pretty key mark to me from Richard. So that's something I keep in the back of the mind about what he might do with that. But he could always move stuff into PulseChain without losing the value and just watch ETH go up. So we'll keep watching that too. We'll keep watching that as well. All right. So that's where we are. 146, kind of cool. That's exciting times. Let's see, we've got 20 minutes to go in the old ProveX pool. We're going to do another update. Let's do that now. 20 minutes to go, and we're up to 656, 146. I don't think we've seen any change there so far, but we are expecting that to continue to rise. All right, so that is kind of cool there from LibertySwap. That's some of the latest and greatest. Hope you enjoyed some of that. We'll see quickly if they've got any comments, replies. They are they are leading the play. Now that part, that is very clear. They are leading the play for PulseChain here with Rich Hart's vision. That's pretty awesome. So exciting times ahead. We are the chain of real people. We are indeed. So kind of cool. Let's go. Very exciting stuff. All right, so that's enough from LibertySwap. I'm going to jump into the old coin Mafia from our biggest whale, Racker Michelle, and of course director Joshua Wu. What else? Get into the comments as well. Don't forget, get active. I really like an active comments chat. It's always fun to talk about your comments, especially if they're insightful. Get them there, guys. Get in there. All right, so Racker Michelle. This is getting pretty close. Now, we've got some alpha. Got some alpha stuff here, and that is they are looking to launch by Thursday, which I guess is Friday in New Zealand, Australian time. So it looks like we could have a launch within 48 hours. So they are doing the whitelist or things all going together. So the final whitelist and then the launch. Pretty exciting. So we've got a few little teasers here from Rack and Michelle. This is 3 hours ago. She goes, yeah, that's a really big deal when you do it. We at Coin Mafia make sure of it. Coin Mafia, Telegram. Now, they're doing a lot of stuff in the background. So think about meetings, having meetings with some pretty big influencers and key financial players. They're doing all sorts of stuff. That's what we understand is going on there. We have seen a little allusion to that or indications of that. So there's a lot of things coming. They're getting the website's getting hit a lot by a lot of people. So there is a lot of traction happening there. And they've got potentially millions of people going to be seeing it through potentially an influencer network. So a lot of things sitting in the background. Looking forward to that, right? So we wish him obviously the most success. That we want Rackham to be successful. He's been wanting to do this for several years, and now he's here. He's got 5 protocols, I believe, that are going to be rolling out. Coin Mafia, or coin launching site with very innovative new technology and market reach, and of course tokenomics. So we're excited about that. And also then we've got Coinwell, the big DeFi ecosystem, stablecoin. And then we've got CoinNaki, Battle of the Memes and things like that. It's got other stuff in it. And then we've got 2 other sites coming in after that. So, it's going to be quite a fun time period over the next month or 2. So very cool. Now, Jen, his wife, of course, is the CEO over running the overarching brand. And then, of course, for Coin Mafia, we've got Joshua Wu as the director of Coin Mafia. So new launching site. So that's going to be interesting. It's going to be offering different offerings in some ways, from Pump Tires and Pump Fun, because there you can hold, if you're a creator of a coin, you can hold something like 82% of supply if you want to mint it out yourself. Here, I believe it's maximum 10%, so it's going to be a different kind of launching. But here, it's more about power to the people, and of course, there's also a refund feature as well. So I think that's going to be pretty popular in itself. Now we've got step 8 here showing. We've got step 8 of the launch. Can you guys see that very well? I'm not sure. Let me go to full screen here, and you can see that this is step 8 of 8. It says here when you're launching a token, it's got ready to launch. Review your token launch. I don't know, is that better on that like that? I think it's actually better like that, isn't it? Let's just leave it like that then. We got ready to launch. Review your token details before launching on coin. Obviously, there's a picture of invisible picture here of Rack and Michelle and Jen. We've got testing token as a testing symbol testing. And it's got description. A test of the emergency broadcast system has been an actual emergency. That's pretty cool. Now, it has got the launch chain as PulseChain. Remember, there's over 375 chains. I'm not sure how many will be up straight away on the launch. Might be 20, might be 30, I don't know. But if it's all 375, that's pretty damn impressive. But 375 is the ambition. So whether that's day one or not, I'm not sure. But we have seen, I think, maybe 20 or so. So anyway, regardless, it's going to be huge. That in itself is a big differentiator and accesses all the markets. You basically get going all market access. That means you can have KOLs and people, community members on all chains launching tokens on here. Very, very cool. And you're going to get all the amplified marketing, right? People on every chain. Oh, did you hear about Coin Mafia? Did you hear about I launched this on BNB? I launched this on Sonic Chain, whatever it is. So very cool. So we got the DEX as well, graduating on PulseX DEX. We've got the social links for the project itself. And then we've got, obviously, the spend and buy price there for first buy. It's got first buy. So I think it's up to 10%, I believe. We'll go back through the tokenomics again on another show, but that's kind of where it is. Once it launches, of course, it then has to go through a bonding process where people buy it off market, let's say. And then once it does reach the bonding curve of 100%, it will then migrate to the DEX that you chose. So in this case, on PulseChain, it would be PulseX V2. Once it migrates, and then it will be operating over there with the LP setup and everything. Now, they do have this kind of cool feature there, surplus allocation. When your token graduates, in other words, it gets bonded off the market and goes over to PulseX, for example, in this example, approximately 5% of the supply remains. The allocation determines how much surplus is distributed. So in this case, it's got 100%. So that's the idea that these guys with their, maybe it's the whitelist token, it will be 100% donated to the whitelist holders. Maybe that's kind of what they're getting at here. And that's pretty much it. And once you do hit the launch token, it's going to launch. So that's pretty cool. Very groovy site. And that is on Coin Mafia. Let's go have a look at the website. They've had some pretty good hits on this, but it's not launched yet, as you can see. Just sitting there, launching soon. And the director is Joshua Wu. So let's go check out Joshua Wu. Obviously, Joshua Wu, well-known PulseChain community influencer and personality, comedian and promoter. And I guess promotions. No, not promoter, but promotions. And, of course, now director of the Coin Mafia as well. So kind of cool. Congratulations to him. So he's put a little video out here, and of course he's been reaching out to a lot of influencers. It's we won't play the sound, I don't think, but this is it. So he's got here 1 hour ago. Rumor has it Coin Mafia will be ready this week. Turn on your notifications for more. So we do have an indication that it will be Thursday. But maybe the Thursday plus one. I don't know, but Thursday's got an indication, and that would be probably US time, which would be a Friday on Kiwi time here or Aussie time. So let's got a little video here. I'm not sure if you guys can hear this, can you? No, I think I don't put the share screen on, but let me just rejig this. Give me a moment to do that. Let me split the screen here. We'll come back and we'll super that in and rejig. Keep the movie magic alive. All right, so let's put in the audio. And we're going to transition. There we go. That wasn't too bad. That was about as sleek as it gets. As sleek as it gets. All right, let's play that. We've got the audio up. Is it up all the way? It is. So enjoy.
Hey, John, just get over now.
Sorry, I just realized I haven't got my mute on. So yeah, so that was a video there from Joshua Wu on the Coin Mafia. So that looks like Thursday, guys. Getting close. It's all going to happen. Wow. Rack and Michelle's first protocol. Of course, Joshua Wu, their director, leading that. It's going to be fun. Keep a lookout for it. 375 chains. A lot of changed tokenomics. We'll probably go through tokenomics again tomorrow, I think, in the lead up to the launch. So how about that? All right, so kind of cool. He's been also doing these promotional markings, which I think is a fantastic idea. So if Josh is out there, this is a great idea. You should do a lot more of this. This is really engaging, and I know he's always looking for engaging ideas, and he's definitely got onto a good one here, and done in a fun way, in a nice way. I think it's really cool. He's got street interviews here. I asked random people on the street to choose their favorite meme coins out of 9. Top meme coin are announced at the end. So there we go. Let's check this out. It's got five different posts on this one. Should we jump on this? I think we might jump into that. Let's go for gold. Let's push that out there. All right, let's go.
We're asking people on the street which meme coin they would buy based on just the ticker and the icon.
Like a Bitcoin type of vibe.
What's your name?
Zach.
Zach, good to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you.
Do you trade in crypto at all?
I use Solana.
Solana?
Solana.
Do you trade on Solana?
We do.
You do?
We do.
So you might know some of these coins.
We know a little. We know a little bit.
Shit.
Can you explain what this
I feel like that one might
These are
make
meme
me
coins.
hungry.
meme coin.
So,
Yeah, like crypto.
What was the thought process with this guy?
We're asking people on
I like. She takes the glass off. Meme coin. Whoa. He's got the shaky video. It's pretty funny, right? You guys got to admit, it's pretty funny. No sound. Yeah, I got onto that one. Sorry, it was only a couple of seconds, but I got it. He's got round one here as well. So we might as well go through all these because they're pretty funny. He goes round 1, MCDC versus USD versus CUPC. My Fat Dollars wants this one. And did the girl just call something, blah, blah, blah. So it might be a few little adult themes here, but, it's street stuff. So let's listen. This one's 2 minutes long.
US dollar unstable coins.
We gotta choose one of them. You got McDicks, I got McDicks. I got Cupsy. What the I got McDicks, I got McDonald's. I got Cupsy. Cupsy. You guys wanna get in the interview?
Oh wait, you guys want to get in?
Get in the fucking interview though.
Alright, based on looks and name alone, you just have to choose which meme coin you would.
I got McDonald's. Coin? I got McDonald's. For sure. I got Cupsy. I'm going Cupsy. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie.
So 3 Cupsies, 1 McDonald's.
I got McDonald's.
Are you the The drunk driver.
No, I'm behind the camera.
Okay, what's
So I'm just gonna show you
I like
three
your
icons and names, and you just have to tell me based on how it looks. What?
Because of them. What are those things that are trending?
the Labubu?
Yeah.
That does not say Labubu. That says Cupsy.
And then this means US dollar unstable coin.
Wait, did you tell us the answer?
No,
Then
there's
what are
no
we
answer.
here
It's
for?
which
Then
one
what
you
are we
like.
here for? Oh, what we like?
Alright, you don't care. She said McDonald's.
Yeah.
McDonald's coin, Cupsy, or US dollar
the middle.
unstable
This
coin.
one, this one. The middle one.
Why does the unstable coin?
Because blue, you know how I know, like blue is kind of like a great
I don't like
color.
that.
Blue is a color that gives MW. Have you guys ever had like studied marketing as like your degree or anything like that?
Yeah.
So I feel like if you had studied, you would know that.
Stable coin.
I like this one because it's like a cute little character.
I like McDonald's is my big bag.
Like a Bitcoin type of vibe.
All of these are coins.
Yeah.
McDonald's?
Yeah. Wait,
Everyone doesn't have to agree.
Wait, what is this? Me?
It's
I'm gonna go middle.
Cupsy because it's cute.
Yeah.
Do you know what a stable coin is?
No, explain it to me.
Just always a dollar.
Okay.
This is a meme coin, US dollar unstable
And
coin.
this means what? This means McDonald's.
Yeah.
On the look. This means
Yeah, just on
McDonald's.
looks and name.
This means McDonald's like stock. McDonald's stock.
Well, it's a cryptocurrency.
I don't know. McDonald's crypto. Okay, I'm gonna scratch the McDonald's. I will choose this, but the name Sustuck. No.
Alright, so
Go with the
Final
plushie. Go with the plushie.
Yeah, I'm choosing it.
Plushie.
All right, 3 points.
alright, so you don't all have to agree. So,
I heard that one.
McDonald's.
McDonald's. I choose that one. This one, my fat ass one.
McDonald's?
McDonald's Cupsy?
You like Cupsy?
Yeah.
McDonald's coin, Cupsy, and US dollar unstable coin.
I'm gonna go with Cupsy.
Actually, I'd buy this one too. Yeah.
All right, so it looks like Cupsy was winning the day there as well, all the way. Now I'm going to post it out. You guys can. I'm going to repost that. It's pretty fun, but there's five of those. There's a couple more videos, and I'll post the link here on YouTube as well. So check it out. So Josh's interviews, and check it out. Spread it around as well. But I love this sort of content. This is stuff that PulseChain people that if they're in the right place should do a lot more of. And he did a great job of that with all the little sound effects and stuff. And it just goes to show people out having fun in the night and how little they may or may not know about crypto. There's a lot of education to be done, right? And quite a few of the guys knew about crypto. So it's interesting. There, stablecoins was kind of a foreign idea, but they kind of McDonald's or the Cupsy one they could relate to. So yeah, pretty cool. Awesome work there, Josh, on that one. So yeah, some fun stuff coming, guys. Coin Mafia coming, and could be within 48 hours. So we'll keep tabs on that. Obviously, you have to be flexible around launch times, but that is the date is very, very soon. Within 48 hours, potentially, is the launch of Coin Mafia. Pretty awesome. Up to 375 chains, very different tokenomics. We'll try and go through those tomorrow. So all the best to Rack and Michelle and Joshua Wu on that one, and of course Jen as well, overarching CEO. So let's have a look at ProveX Sacrifice. Got 5 minutes to go. We're going to finish up the show here too. Let's see, have we got any more increases here? 656. So it doesn't really change since we first started talking about it. So it doesn't appear that any more is going to be sneaking in. But we've still got 5 minutes to go. You just never know. And then we're going to be starting day 57, guys. $8.86. 87 almost. And then 2 days after that. So we're in the last 3 days of the ProveX Sacrifice pool. Getting up to the 10th of January. We know that that's when people start coming back from the holidays. And, the market could really run away. I mean, it's been not doing too bad in the new year. It could be fireworks after that. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed the show, and we'll keep a tabs on that tomorrow. So we'll see how much more it's got, and fun times ahead. Now, a lot of other projects still to come. We know that Tetra demo's out. That's going to be out for a month till January, and of course in February should be going commercial with Tetra. Then we're waiting for Signum. Should launch pretty soon within that, within maybe a week or two after that. Is my guess. That's kind of my guess at the moment. and we'll try and check up on the Telegram to see what the latest is there from Stu. That should open up an update once we get Signum, an update from Jacob and PUSD ALGO. We may have Mafia launch before then, and we should probably get an on-chain bet update as well. So 3 protocols there from Jacob. From Rack and Michelle, of course, we've got Coin Mafia here. Then we'll probably have either Coinwell or Coinaki. Maybe Coinaki is the natural one to launch before Coinwell. We'll see. And then, of course, we've got 2 other sites coming from them. I think both educational. We've got Vault 369 from Fast Abdul. We're very excited about that. The code is done. The testing is happening. So that is a multi-chain, multi-collateral fork of Liquidity. And that's going to be a juggernaut as well. That's looking very positive. Could add some serious TVL. Very excited about that coming up. So we've got some good stuff happening in the space. And there's a lot of devs working out there, building out a lot of other stuff. While we've got the OA on the move right now, and LibertySwap just absolutely building out what can only be a big part of Richard's vision and a big giant DeFi ecosystem that's multi-chain. And if they can get to the holy grail of one unified privacy liquidity pool and trading, man, oh man, it is awesome stuff, which is where they're heading. And it looks like they're the only ones, first ones with the solution on that. So it's going to be absolutely awesome. All right, I hope you guys enjoy it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We're streaming on Superman Crypto. We're streaming on PulseChain X. We're streaming on the Crypto Night Show. All the YouTube channels are growing. So thank you so much for subscribing. Smash the subscribe button. Share it out if you love daily crypto and PulseChain updates. Obviously, we're covering X1 as well. I may very well do a stream either today or tomorrow on X1. And this will be a more functional one where I try to show you step by step how to operate on X1. Getting a lot, obviously a lot of people that know how to do that. There's a lot of people that don't know how to do that. So we're going to be educating you on that. How to get onto X1 chain. It is kind of like the Solana 2.0, all the latest bells and whistles there from Jack Levin, so we can talk about that. And it's very different tech in many ways, but it's very similar too. So hopefully that will be fun coming up. What else? Yeah, good times. So yeah, if you haven't joined Strategy Club, links in the video description, pinned to the top of X. Go through the Whoop store, and we'll look forward to seeing you in Strategy Club. Just over $1 a day to join up and get all the intel as I'm scouting around and posting it in. So I hope you guys enjoy it. All right, take care, and bye for now.